Yo, what's bangin', man? This your boy Nutso. Mr. Get With It to get your face knitted. Reppin' that Q Borough, nigga. Flushing Queens, man. I'm out here with my motherfucking family. You already know what it is when you hear that. Ooh, hey! Yeah, nigga. Screwball Radio with Black Poet and King Eric. Common, what up? This is what we do, man. Nutso, Queens. Was bangin', nigga.
Yeah, it's your boy Life Pretty Long, live from the pandemic. Yeah, so keeping the vibes right. You know what I'm saying? We got Screwball Radio with your man King Eric, Black Poet. Shout out my man Common, you know how we do, you know what I mean? Screwball Radio, get in tune, baby. We out here, let's go.
Yeah, what up, man? It's your boy Common, man, Screwball Capo, and I'm here on Screwball Radio with my brother Black Poet and King Eric.
You know what it is? It's Escape, the drippiest of Screwball. I'm here with the wildest and the grimiest, King Eric and Black Poet at Screwball Radio. Oh yeah, shout out my big bros for life, John Nitty, Kyron, Common, Bronche, rest easy KO Hostel.
What's hood good with y'all? This your big homie, Prodigy Hood from the South Central Cartel. I'm tapping in with the homies, Black Poet and Eric Mossberg at Screwball Radio. Bang that.
What's up? This is Prince Power Rule, a.k.a. Marcano from the Leftovers, and you're listening to Screwball Radio with my man Black Poet and King Eric. Yeah.
What it is, y'all. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And look, I want to give big ups to my East Coast family. Shout out to Screwball Radio, you dig? Man, big ups to Common, Black, Poet, and my nephew, Eric Mossberg. That's what it is, Screwball Radio, Buddy Boy, the legendary Cocaine. We on that Monkey With Funky campaign, you heard? Man, keep it wiggling.
Screwball.
Alright. What's good? Yeah. Who had? Black Poet Kid. Mad scientist, alchemist. It's a year-round thing, you heard? Hit these niggas off. Yo, poets the wildest, the foulest, spitting malice. Since I was a child, I loved the challenge. I put in my hours, I built up my powers. I'm here to devour all of you cowards. The 9 shells shower the block. Bitches on my cock now that I'm hot. Record companies wanting me to sign on the spot. You gotta give me my motherfucking shit off the top. Matter of fact, year round, that's how I rock. It's Gang Star, First Family. NYG's, the first time Bronx been down with you, big. Come on. Yes, y'all, I be the best, y'all. Your double vest can't even protect y'all. It's Black Poet, Queensbridge, bloody mess, y'all. The niggas suck, I came to bless y'all. Yes, y'all, I be the best, y'all. Your double vest can't even protect y'all. It's Black Poet, Queensbridge, bloody mess, y'all. The niggas suck, I came to bless y'all. Hey yo, poets unstoppable, rhyme remarkable. Skip the hospital, you dead when I target you. Don't try to do what I do, cause that's hard to do. Don't try to fuck with my crew, they put scars on you. I'm Queensbridge for really, no doubt. War's what I'm about, so y'all just cut it out. I got niggas in BK, killers in Queens, Bronx and Manhattan. They show guns in Staten. My team's like all Madden, thirsty for the drama. Word to my mama, most wanted like Osama. Y'all niggas need to stop, cause when the guns pop, y'all be hiding like a bitch while the real niggas drop. Y'all all pussy anyway, smacked up any day. Got something to say, let the 9 milli spray. I'm not hard to find out in the hood. Crack slinging, ready for any type of shit niggas think of bringing. Yes, y'all, I be the best, y'all. Your double vest can't even protect y'all. It's Black Poet, Queensbridge, bloody mess, y'all. The niggas suck, I came to bless y'all. Yes, y'all, I be the best, y'all. Your double vest can't even even protect y'all. It's Black Poet, Queensbridge, bloody mess, y'all. The niggas suck, I came to bless y'all. Hey yo, I come through blazing, amazing niggas. Got you hoping Superman starts saving niggas. Strictly headshots, motherfuck grazing niggas. I need money like Puff Sugar and Jay and them niggas. Got a million men marching, fingers on triggers. I'm trying to sell 10 mil, I ain't playing with niggas. What? I told you I was coming, here I am. The gats in my hand, Mike in the other. Crazy motherfucker from the hood, attacking the shit, the Mac in the shit. Go platinum, it still click crack on the strip. Search and destroy all motherfuckers that want it. You and your boys, Swiss cheese from head to stomach. Cause I don't care, I'm a nut like that. I bust my gat, I walk it, I talk it, it's an actual fact. Niggas acting like the poet ain't sparked this shit. I'm Queensbridge architect, I built this bitch, brick by brick. Bare hands in the trenches, walk around, you see my name on all the benches. Ask all the niggas and bitches who bear witness, who made the most crack money, just ask the snitches. Yes, yes, y'all, I be the best, y'all. Your double vest can't even protect y'all. It's Black Poet, Queensbridge, bloody mess, y'all. The niggas suck, I came to bless y'all. Yes, yes, y'all, I be the best, y'all. Your double vest can't even protect y'all. It's Black Poet, Queensbridge, bloody mess, y'all. The niggas suck, I came to bless y'all.
Whoa! Yeah, it's your boy, Screwball Capo, Comet the Madman, and you live with us, live and direct from the Matrix. Another Saturday night with your boy King Eric and myself. What's the word,
sir.
King? What's the word? Yeah, man. So we got some shit lined up for y'all tonight, you know what I'm saying? Got the good brother from Baltimore, by the ways of, Staten Island, Shaolin.
Yo, you hear me?
Correct with the most people, New York City.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
What's the good word, brother?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, man.
You definitely got an echo.
We good.
Yeah, so like I was saying, man, you know how I start the show off every Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? Saluting my screws, you know what time it is. Salute Black Piggity, salute Solo, salute Bronche, Black Heart, Scape Skrilla, what up, Shout out to Boston family, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to KL, rest in peace Hostile, rest in peace Screwball Louis, shout out Ty Nitty, the whole IM3, the whole infamous mob. You know how we do on Screwball Radio. What's good?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Salute to the fallen ones, man. And before we get started, man, I just want to send a big rest in peace salute to my good friend, Young Bleed, who passed away 2 years ago. They had a great memorial service today for him. So I just want to send a salute to a fallen friend and a fallen soldier, man. We keeping your memory alive here.
Salute, man. No Limit Soldiers from the Noya,
Yes,
gotta
sir.
give respect where respect is due, Yeah, man. We got a line up for you today. You know what I mean? How's everybody doing out there, man? Shout out my man Derek Mallory. He represents Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, the Twin Cities. Shout out, at from NJ to AK 182. Big salute, and anybody else around the world that's listening. You know how we get down. We put the who in the hand in the who. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So yeah, we live and direct tonight, man. We got a guest on the line, putting in a lot of work. He got a lot of dope projects out there.
All right.
Representing from Staten Island. He resides in Maryland right now, and he's here to tell us his story, his
Baltimore.
grind, his experience. Let's all bring my man Jamil Honesty to Screwball Radio. What's good, brother?
Yo, peace. What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Cool hand.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, brother?
Peace, man. Ain't shit, man. I'm
Good to
I'm
meet
out
you.
here. Yeah, good meeting y'all too, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So, you recently did a show in New York, right? It was hosted by Lifelong. I think it
Uh,
in September or something like that.
I did a damn, was it September? Nah, it wasn't September. It was
End of
man, that
August.
was
End of
nah,
August.
it was earlier than that. I can't remember, but it was a benefit for my man Jay Sinai.
Mm.
We was
It
at
was
the Bear Wax.
it was in Harlem, no,
Nah, it was in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was in Brooklyn. Yeah, we did a joint. We did a benefit for him for Jay Sinai. It was myself, superstition. It was a lot of dudes that came through.
Mm.
Queen Heron, yeah, yeah. Her crew. There was a lot of people in the building that night. Yeah, that was the last show. Um, honestly, that I did. I have been I don't do too many shows, man. Not because I don't want to, but you know,
It's the
I don't really get
politics.
booked. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't really get booked like that. So, but yeah, that was the last joint that I did. That was in Brooklyn though, at the Bear Wax.
yeah. I think I know I got invited to it, but I think I had something to do, so I didn't make it. But I believe Lifelong was doing promo for it, right, with the posters and everything.
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Lifelong, yo. So I'm not sure. I wasn't in charge of that. They just asked me to come through. I came through because Jay Sinai, that's my man. So I got the call. I just was like, all right, because he had one in DC and then he had one in Brooklyn. I said, yo, think I'm gonna go home for this one. So I just I drove up to New York and we made it happen.
So I was reading in your bio. So you're originally from Shaolin.
From Staten Island. Yep.
Yeah, born and raised.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Manus Harbor Projects, West Brighton, Markham Homes. Yeah, all that.
Big salute, big salute. So
Yeah, what was growing up around that time in your era, man?
I didn't hear you say that one more time.
Yeah, I was like, what was it like growing up around that time period?
I mean, just like any other, hood, you know what I'm saying? You got your good times, you got your bad times, but it shaped me. It shaped me to be the man that I am now, the MC that I am, the artist that I am. You know what I mean? Because I get to reflect back on certain things. The ill thing about it is like, so my mother grew up in West Brighton. So in the Markham Homes, and the Markham Homes no longer stands. They demolished the houses. They got the tall projects, and then you got the small projects, which was the Markham Homes. They tore them down in I think 2005. So I feel away, man, when I come out there and I don't see it no more, because like the when my grandmother's block is, it's like totally, it's not even a block, it's like a backyard or something. So it's like it's crazy, man. Just kind of holding on to those memories, because like just being there in the community, just like I said, good times, bad times. It shaped me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of music. Just like any other hood, cookouts. You got your shootouts. You got your crackheads. You got your drunks. You know what I mean? But you got, you have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Kids, running around, playing tag, whatever. Scullies.
Yeah.
Normal stuff. I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up in the 80s, man. I can remember when, slightly remember before crack hit. Crack, it was a different situation. Once that hit, it kind of got a little scary, but we had a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Growing up.
So
yeah.
when was it that you left, Staten Island for B-More?
Like my early teens. Yeah.
So when you was younger, the Wu-Tang was
They
popping.
Right before right after I left is when they blew up. Yeah, when they,
Oh, so
yeah, I would hear about them. You know what I'm saying? I would hear a little, about them or whatever. But right after I left is when they blew up.
you're
Yeah.
talking like 92, 93.
Yeah, like nah, like 90, like 90, 92.
92.
92. Yeah, 92.
So before that was like UMCs and
and stuff like that, and Force MDs. Like my mom, she went to school with one of the Force MDs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was all we had really before Wu blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Pop the
Yeah,
Brown
so-
Hornet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you say you grew up there. So obviously the influence is New York for hip hop for you.
Right.
I also see in your bio that you're a producer
Absolutely.
and an
Yep,
MC.
And the MC, yeah, I've been producing since 2005. I primarily use Reason. I've been using that since I started. My best friend showed me how to use that, so I've been using that since day one, man. But I recently produced a few records, few full projects for like cats like Trip from the Umbrella. You got Sean Links, the Bolo Young album. Trip, I did Honesty Filthy 1, Honesty Filthy 2, and then this dude out of Louisiana named Ferris Blusa did an album with him. So yeah, man, and I got a production team as well. So it's me, it's myself. You got 88 Bless, who's an up and coming producer under my label Black House Records. You got Crazy Fingers, who produced my album The God's Honest Truth. You got Holy Smokes. Holy Smokes is a up and coming producer as well. He did my album The Rufus Buck Project. Phenomenal producer. So yeah, man, we just trying to catch wreck, so to speak, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I always like to go back with the artist. What came first? Well, obviously you said 2005 you started producing, but you might have been producing prior to that.
Nope, not at all.
So you was MCing first.
I was MCing. Yeah, I started MCing like around 92. 92, got serious, really serious about it, like 93, 94.
And what are your major influences when as a lyricist? What were the MCs that said, yo, that you was listening to that said, yo, I could do that?
Man, well, it was a scenario. So I would say like hearing Busta Rhymes verse on that was like, yo, that kind of blew me away. But that song was just so crazy to me.
That was a big song.
Yeah, that was really, yeah. I mean, scenario, the original one and the remix, like once I heard that, I was like, yeah, this is something that I may want to, I definitely want to do. And what's crazy, man, shout out to De La Soul, man, and their phenomenal album that they just dropped.
Right.
I realized I've been listening to their stuff a lot lately, like particularly like the first couple albums and stuff. And I realized like, yo, like Native Tongue has had a really big impact on me as an artist. Just dating back to like when me being in the projects and looking at Video Music Box and seeing Left My Wallet and El Segundo for the first time. It was like, it's like you hear, you in New York, so you can't help but to be around hip hop and hear it. But it's just like, it's just kind of like, you passing by, right? Well, for me, just passing by. I'm a youngin', so I don't really know, I hear it, I see it, but I don't really, it's not really catching me, right?
Yeah.
What I will say is like when I saw that, it was like, these guys are different, right? So you got that. Then when the song came out, the Buddy joint, I remember how I felt when I heard that joint. I'm like, yo, and I wasn't really with the raps. You know, I wasn't really into rap like that, but when I heard that, I was like, yo, I like. To this day, like every time I hear that song, it's like, wow, it's a timeless joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pure.
Yeah. So so you got like this all native tongue again. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, fast forwarding to when I heard Scenario, it was like, yeah, all right, man. I think I heard enough. I think I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Also too, Big Daddy Kane, the Smooth Operator joint. I was in love with that song, man. I don't know. Yeah, I caught on to it kind of late because this is like I think that might have dropped like 89 or whatever. But I started listening to it for some reason, like 90, 91, 92, and you know, but I remember what I was like just jotting down the lyrics to make sure I could recite them and know them and all of that. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start writing my own stuff, you know, my own shit or whatever. So, yeah, man, you know, just a real student, man. Still am.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, what made those guys dope was they wasn't afraid to be different, and plus they had larger than life personas.
Well,
Right.
you know, in that time, you had to be different.
Right.
You couldn't come in sounding like nobody.
But those
That's-
guys was different.
Yeah.
They
You
was
know,
different. Yeah, I mean, they sounded different. They looked different, and you know, they not everybody's cup of tea. But what's crazy is, like, I was just thinking about it today. I'm like, yo, their DNA is everywhere. I mean, if you're looking at like even into like different genres, like, you know, the neo soul. There's no neo soul without native tongue.
yeah. There's
Fact.
no PM. There's no PM Dawn without.
There's no PM. There's no
Yeah.
PM Dawn. There's no Wu Tang
Yeah.
without
They
native
the
tongue.
blueprint. Yeah, they
Yeah.
the
You know what I'm
blueprint.
saying? Yeah, like they the blueprint, but I don't think people really talk about that as much as they should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Native tongues definitely played a role in shaping hip hop. You
Yeah.
know, and Q-Tip, Q-Tip is very vital to hip hop.
Absolutely.
He produced for a lot of people outside
Absolutely.
of Tribe Called Quest, outside of Busta Rhymes.
Right.
You know, he did the mob joint. You know,
Yeah. Right.
like,
Right.
he did countless. His sound was countless. He's almost like a Lord Finesse in a way. You know,
Yeah.
or Lord Finesse kind of. I look at Lord Finesse and Q-Tip kind of in the same balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Their production is key in hip hop. Like you could go to Q-Tip and you could learn something. You know, for those producers out there, you know, if y'all want to hear production and learn something, you know, Q-Tip is one of those guys. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah. So needless to say, native tongue is I'm definitely a descendant of that. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so that's where it all started for me. Now, what gave me the battery to be like, yo, this is not only is this something that I want to do, but I can do it. And I saw that once I saw that Wu blew up and Shaheem, who was around around the same age as me or whatever. That's what really like I haven't looked back since. When I saw that, I'm like, yo, these dudes coming from my, you know what I'm saying, from my borough, you know what I'm saying, because you know Staten Island wasn't getting no love really. So once they came out, it was like, yo, if these guys could do it, I know I can do it. So when we talk about 30 some odd years later, and now we we still here. So yeah, man. I mean, you know, then later on, you know, I mean, you got the Snoops of the world. Like I was a real big Snoop fan, Doggy Style and all that. Then one day I'm in North Carolina and they turn on the hip hop radio show, and I hear this dude. I'm like, yo, this dude sound like Phife Dawg, but Phife Dawg don't rap like this. It was It Ain't Hard to Tell by Nas. I'm like, yo, I threw my rap book away and was like, yo, yeah, I gotta step it up, man. So Nas is a really big influence on me. Nas, I mean, Black Thought, Busta. I mean, so many, like Redman. Like I used to get these records, man, and really study them And it was crazy because I was just talking to my man about that. Like back then, you had to buy music. You couldn't stream it. It wasn't readily available. You had to buy music. So if you ain't had no money, guess what? You wasn't buying shit.
Yeah, you was either
listening, dubbing it.
Yeah, you was on Kiss FM with Red Alert, or
right.
A WBLS with Kid Capri.
Right.
Right. Mr. Magic,
right.
like you had to be in those stations to really listen to hip hop.
Right. Or dub it. But and again, keep in mind by that time,
you was making your own mixtape.
Well, yeah, but by that time, not even that, but yeah, later on, by that time I wasn't even in New York. So I was in Baltimore. So that kind of, I mean, they still, they had their scene and all of that, but I wasn't in New York to really witness everything that you're talking about at the time. So when I would come up for the summer and all of that, yeah, I would get like tapes and stuff like that from my peoples, and then bring them back to Baltimore like that. But yeah, man, it was different. We consumed music differently. You had to buy it if you didn't have the money, because I ain't have a job, I ain't had no money. So if ain't nobody buy it for me, or I had to dub it from somebody, or we just on the block listening to it, But when I really got an album, I studied that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like There Is a Dark Side and Cal and One Day It'll All Make Sense and Do You Want More. Like these albums, I studied how the cadences, what they was talking about, the beats. I would always look at like the credits to see who produced this and that. Like I was studious. You know what I mean?
So and I'm thinking this is what makes you appreciate the music more then than versus now, because there's a lot of dope music out there, but it's hard to really consume and feel it because of the way people they digest it.
Right. If you notice from the new music today, all the music that gets absorbed is the music that still got soul in it. A lot of music don't have soul in it like it used to. They ain't really putting their hearts. They just throwing words together. So and the production, you can't really feel the production sometimes because it's just thrown together. But right. I want to ask you, so in your early days, did you always go by Jamil Honesty?
Nah, man, I had some wild names. Shit, like I told him this too, man, because Solomon's Childs is from West Brighton. But before he was called Solomon's Childs, he used to go by Toucan. And I told him, I said, yo, I stole your name. So that was my first rap name, Toucan. I went by Toucan. I went by Chasm. I went by Maccabeats. And then I was like, one day I was just sitting back like, yo, I want to be taken seriously. There's certain things that I want to talk about. So I want my name to reflect that, right? And then at the time, you had cats coming out like with their name, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, yo, that's dope. Like, I said, you know what? I'm gonna use my name. So Jamil is actually is my middle name.
Right.
Jamil is my middle name, and then I added the honesty to it, which is an attribute that I have that means honesty, honest or
truth
or just. Yeah,
just.
Truth. So I added that, and then that's how I came up with Jamil Honesty. But actually, my mother pronounced it she spelled it Jamil, but she pronounced it Jamel. So it's actually Jamel. That's my middle name. That's how you pronounce my middle name. But everybody kept saying, "Yo, Jamil." So I just go with Jamil Honesty. Kept it like dope. That. Yeah.
That's dope. So take us back, man. Take us back. And like, what was your first single? What was the first song you dropped that made you say, "Yo, I'm gonna make this my career"? And what was like? How did the people accept it? You've been doing it for a minute,
Well, Yeah. Okay, so I mean, it's different eras. I mean, I've been putting out music demos, like, because I started out in groups. I had a group called Wild Kingdom back in like 95, 96, and we dropped the tape. Back then, and they played one of our records on the Morgan State radio show out here, and I was hyped about that. But little things like that kept me kind of going, and throughout the years, just being part of collectives. I got a joint played on regular radio out here, 92Q, one time. So different times. It was like, when they played the record or whatever, it was like, all right, let me just keep going. But then, I mean, if we talking about like my solo, I really started my solo career like 2014. I dropped the album called Part of My French with a French producer by the name of Cool FD. Didn't really make a lot of noise, you know what I'm saying? But it was my first album. This was my very first album, right? So I started building from there, and I dropped like a mixtape called Conversations. And one day I'm just chilling, and my man called me like, yo, they playing your shit on Shade 45. I'm like, word? You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Yeah. So DJ Eclipse, shout out to Eclipse. He played one of the records on there, and it's tunnel vision ever since, man. Just kind of plugging away. And then of course, you had the start of the Martyr Music series. We dropped Martyr Music in 2018. That's kind of where like the claim to fame happened, if you want to call it that, because ain't nobody.
So
I
that was
plaque. I ain't got no plaques and nothing. I don't got no $1 million, none of that. But
that was your breakthrough.
The buzz started. Yeah, that's where the buzz started. Like the Martyr, like a lot of people gravitated to that. I got Rome Streets on that album. J Royale, Code 9, DJ Grasshopper, my man Ace is on there. And Hobgoblin, yeah, me. That's where it all started with me and Hob. Like me and Hob met through a collective called Cloud City Projects. It was like a collective that started on SoundCloud. And I got with him, and we started the Martyr Music series. So that's when really like people started gravitating to the sound. Like, yo, this dude is nice, and I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it all started, man. Really, the Martyr Music.
I know that to be a stat. That just knowing that your music is crossing over different boundaries from the regional essence into different markets. I know that had to be one hell of a feeling.
Yeah, man. Especially, what's crazy is like at the time, I was dealing with some like a lot of personal things that wasn't so great. But then it's like on the other hand, I'm getting accolades for the music. So it was kind of like a Band-Aid at the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like some sort of comforting,
some kind of something good coming out of it. Where it's not
good,
everything.
Yeah. So that was dope. I mean, even now, just getting certain, being on this platform, man. Y'all didn't have to have me on here, but for some reason, y'all caught on to the vibes, and y'all was fucking with the music. So I'm here, and I'm appreciative of that. So it's not always about music, though. I mean, music. It's not always about the money. You know what I mean? You want to make money, of course, but it's about the impact. It's about touching people, and
it's all about the love,
getting the music out there. Yeah, the love of the art, art. Yeah.
Because one thing I know about hip hop is people like to feel the love coming out the music.
Right.
When you pouring your passion into the music, people generate towards it. Whether it's the production, whether it's the wordplay, whether it's the content, because the content is the most important thing. That's what people catch on to. People like dumb, ignorant shit, but they also like the conscious shit.
And so do I. So do I.
And
I like dumb ignorant stuff too.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it comes with it. It comes with it. It's the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So being from B-More, because I got my brothers out in B-More. Shout out Dirt Platoon. Shout out Ill Conscious. Of course your boy J Royale.
Salute to them. Salute to them. Yeah. Absolutely.
What's homeboy name? God Grams. Grams.
God Grams. Oh yeah, I know all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Because y'all got a dope. Together. It's a dope hip hop scene down there in B-More.
Absolutely.
And how do you stand out from that?
You stand out, but it's simple. See, I'm glad you asked that question, right? A lot of people try to bust their brains to be so, I gotta be unique. I gotta be this. Right. All you gotta do is be yourself.
Right.
You are you are who you are. There's no other you. So just be you. I had to learn that. I had to learn that, you know what? I don't need to be nobody else. I'm gonna be myself. And that's how you stand out. If you embrace that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna stand out because there's only one you. It's only one Jamil, man. That's it.
Yeah, what I like about you is, is the artist producer aspect. So, and not for nothing, but he'll tell you a lot of the guests that we've had on have been artist producers. And what I like about artist producers is their vision and how they're creating. Because the average rapper, he's just rap, same shit. But when you're an artist / producer, it's more about making the music. It's more about the art form of the music, It's creating a vision, not only through the beat, because as a producer, when you make a beat, you get a vision from the beat. It kind of takes you to the road that you're leading to pen that.
Right. Yeah.
Because without that beat, your verse might not even make it there.
Yeah. That's ill that you said that too, man. Because, and I'm gonna tell you, College Dropout was one of the reasons why I even produce. I was so blown away at that. At the time, you got to think I mean, of course, you had your Pete Rocks and you had your Lord Finesses and you had your Rizzes, the Diamond D, producers that rap, right? But this dude took it to a whole nother level. Plus, he was using boom bap at the time. I know he all over the place now, but for him to take it where he took it and to create such a phenomenal album at the time, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. To be able to rap at the same level that you make beats. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Plus, I had got tired of dealing with producers at the time, and I was shout out to my man Boogie. I was working on some music at the time with him, and he was like, yo, what was going on is I was bringing him the samples. He was like, yo, bro, you might as well just start making beats. Because I was telling him, I was bringing him the samples, yo, I want you to chop it like this, that, and third. He was like, yo, you got to censor the music. You might as well just start. So then I got with my best friend, Aaron. Shout out to Aaron. He taught me, theory and taught me how to use the programs and stuff like that. And I started making beats from there. And I told myself, I said, yo, in a year, which didn't happen, I was like, within a year, I'm trying to be better than Kanye West with the beats. So I was making beats. I had my little E-machine and shit, man. I was making beats like 8 beats a day, man. Going crazy, just trying to live up to that goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
mean, we had a lot of fun.
We all get
it's kind of like making a movie, man. You put yourself in the director's chair and you trying to write the script. You also producing behind the scene. Right. You basically have hands on everything. It's like a mini movie,
Right.
Yeah, but like he was saying, so pretty much Kanye was like inspired you to become greater.
Yeah. On the production tip,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And
Yeah, absolutely.
if one thing I could say, that's hip hop for me. So
Yeah,
when I'm listening to Prodigy, rest in peace to God. When I'm
yeah.
listening to
R.I.P.
My man Black Poet and the Core Megas and the Nas's and the Tragedy Gaddafi's and all these brothers inspired me
Right.
to become greater, and I my first full album, Cataclysm, I had production on there. I produced one of the joints on there, and that was my man Poet, telling me, nah, you got the ear, just like they told you, like, yo, you got the ear, you could do this.
Right.
And I went ahead and did that, and it was like you said, it was inspiring, man, because now you become the Michelangelo.
Like a mad scientist.
Yeah, now you become the creator, and then it's pretty much all your vision from the production to the words that you put on there. It just opens your mind, because now things are limitless. There's no waiting, right?
Right.
And then when you take a productive mind like yourself, and then you add another productive mind to collaborate,
Right.
sky's the limit.
Yeah, and you know what too? Just to add on to that, like I think the difference between an artist and an MC, right? And when we speak of artists, producers, I think with us, we don't mind I can't speak for others, but for me, it's like, yo, nothing's bigger than the music. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to creativity,
right?
Like not even my ego. Like, so I would say that to say I don't mind, being, at the forefront, tearing down the stage or tearing down the mic, and then I also don't mind being behind the curtains, producing somebody else. So if you have an album called, Bolo Young, where I'm not even rapping on it, like I feature on that album like one time. The whole time Sean Lynx is just tearing down my production. You get what I'm saying? So to me, it's like nothing is bigger than the music. You know what I'm saying? Even like shout out to, the Squeege, like that's my man. We got a collective called the Harbor Kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind doing that. I don't not mind pairing up with another individual, and we make something great. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing is bigger than the music when it comes to creativity.
Yeah, I mean, music is what brings us together.
Right. Right.
Outside of the politics and everything, it's the love and the passion for the music and being a creator.
Right.
That's one thing about hip hop is that I love about it is it keeps me creating.
Right.
It keeps me balanced, because music is key in life. Music brings you peace.
Right.
It could bring you violence too. Depending on what was the mindset creating the music. Because the streets, they absorb the music. So sometimes, you want to make sure that you're creating the right music. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like a DMX. When DMX was making music, the brother was so vivid in his creation that he could give you that rah-rah and then take you on a trip on, on the religious side, because that's how he walked,
Right.
So as us creators, it's important what we put out. And I always like to paint a picture of the things that I've seen and the shit that I've been through, or even just walking down the block and you see shit going on, like that's
Absolutely.
life,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
as artists and MCs, we actually are like reporters. Like we
Right.
reporting live from the streets,
Right.
to give you
Absolutely.
what's going on in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But I want to give the people some of your music. You know, I want to take it back. I want to go back to, you know, some of your early music, and so the people could you know, they could absorb what Jamil honesty
absolutely
bring.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So E, let's take the people on a ride with Jamil honesty. You know,
Let's go.
Sure. Let's get to it.
What? Screwball Radio, live from the Matrix. Jamil honesty, comment.
Live and direct.
King
Honesty.
King
QB,
Eric.
Staten Island, be more in the area.
Cool man.
That's one of them snake niggas right there. You know how we do them, right? Look, they send a snake to kill a rat. Then they kill a snake. It don't matter how low the grass cut or how big the holes he rolled in the reptile, either getting ate. It's all about who's sitting in front of it, not on the plate. Cause if the Lord call you home, then you at the gates. When it's your time, it's your time. See, we set up the meetings with the most high. It ain't polite to make them wait. See, you cats on the different politics. My endeavors endure through the solidness. With dust upon my weapon till I polished it. Knock off my accomplishments. Blood in the water with the piranha fish was real before they gave me the acknowledgments. I know I can't trust a nigga as far as I can see him. For that matter, hit the lights, the roaches go hide and the rats scatter. The real recognize the reptiles, and with that data, clean slates result in my book.
Put some federal notes upon his head and line him up. This that wave that bosses and shot callers honor, huh? Why don't they martyr us? Reptilians, I carved them up. Pull off the brainstem, sorry your honor, but the law I lay it don't need cages. My rage is liver than 8 men with 3 life sentences. No frequencies high enough to come and alter my sentences. You law niggas are heart cloggers. Postponing that whack shit, the masses need us, so we the newest authors. The maggot guys acting fly like they got wings until some G's finesse scenes and with ease hit with them fly swatters. I let the root soak, fresh ritual sage, leaf burning, cleansing your weak hopes. Your 16 please will never come close to this conglomerate. America's new digital dope, just try it and see how strong it is. I speak for those cold carriers, captain putting that work in, that love getting busy and taking heads off from serpents.
My niggas lie and wait on my demise. I size them up cause the devil knows to put up a disguise. Write them up in my book of rhymes. Stories of a crime committed by snakes. But other niggas do the time. They wolves in sheep's clothing. They carry their heat toting. Like Big Head Gary, the matter is he smoked them. No need for name shatter, the fact that he's a token. The omen rather than foaming for all the soldiers patrolling. Can he make atonement? Them niggas foaming, waiting to stone them like the book of Romans. What's the wages of sin? And while we waiting on the place to begin, I stay vigilant, remain militant, cause niggas will stick you like insulin pens. Ridiculous for all the foes, it's inconspicuous. Ain't nothing licorice, I'm 10 toes. Brow like solid, my mind's on some bigger shit. What's the mission? Kill a lizard quick, it's in my design. No time for wickedness, nigga. I'm a son of a slave. Please don't get me free, but I can stomach the brave. When describing the country, all we dug up was graves. Dig me, the numbers of the slain. Run up since we wasn't changed. Break free, we keep screaming out their names. Vengeance, the recompense, and send them to the caves. We've been submissive to obligatory change. His story never changed, the history shall remain. We blame the bishops on the pew, tutors in the school. The system got us fooled, they in division too. It's all a joke, parody, hoax, travesty, hope. We lost it on our way to a land where tragedy's close. Post-arrival, no survival, what matters the most. It's master praying for MAGA, the dagger to the throat. Word, yeah, what matters the most. It's master praying for MAGA, the dagger to the throat. With bellows, no justice, no rebel.
A broken shell of a man.
country, all we dug up was graves. Dig me, the numbers of the slain. Run up since we wasn't chains. Break free, we keep screaming out their names. Vengeance, the recompense, and send them to the caves. We've been submissive to obligatory change. His story never changed, the history shall remain. We blame the bishops on the pew, tutors in the school. The system got us fooled, they in derision too. It's all a joke, parody, hoax, travesty, hope. We lost it on our way to a land where tragedy's close. Post-arrival, no survival, what matters the most. It's master praying for MAGA, the dagger to the throat. Word, what matters the most. It's master praying for MAGA, the dagger to the throat. With bellows.
No justice, the rebel. No peace, the rebel. No justice, the rebel. No peace.
A rising of the people, tiger to the evil, lying and deceitful. So fire to the eagle for lives of the dying Hebrews. Riots in the streets like lions trying to feed, biting with iron teeth. Who is he? Walking on water coming from out the east. Dressed in a white robe, flowing like the sheep. Beneath the sheep clothing is deep. Oppressor, applying pressure with heat. Weapons from off the dresser for more or nothing lesser. I don't want equality, I just want the quality of life my father promised me. You either get down or roll over. Acknowledge Sankofa and learn from the past soldier. Rocking a mask, grab a gun, cock it and blast. Death is the penalty like discipleship bass. Feel the wrath of the empath. I pain for my people like Moses, holy Israelite. Show the road to get to Christ. I know the devil, he ain't playing nice. Fuck it, you know that we ain't playing right. Yo, I heard the devil, he ain't playing nice. Fuck it, you know that we ain't playing right. Rebello.
No justice, the rebel. No peace, the rebel. 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 No justice. A broken shell of a man. So badly injured, his doctors say he won't be alive in the morning.
My life flashed before me. From a distance, I heard the faint voice steady call me. 24.
In hard times, force crimes out of honest man.
My life flashed before me. From a distance, I heard the faint voice steady call me. 24.
In hard times, force crimes out of
if I had
honest man.
24 hours to live, I'd give it to my kids. Make it run down the list so they can reminisce. Give a kiss to my mother, cause I know that I'll be missed. Tell my brother that I love him even though I got him pissed. Tell my baby mama beyond the drama, do the shit. If I ever had a chance to advance, shit it'd be lit. I would settle all my debts with a credit card and take it to the mall. Charge it up for sneakers, gear, and a bezel paw. Do a lap, spitting raps round a reservoir. Then perform for a swarm of an upper echelon. Give my lady my last name, tell her to rep it hard. Don't forget the protection that's in the dresser drawer. Prep my firstborn son for the race wars. Telling me a king, he ain't gotta chase falls. Tell my secondborn, make history, never take yours. No mistake, and you know that Satan trying to erase yours. Tell my youngest son, be strong, that's what your name means. If you was me, you probably do the same thing. Can I live?
My life flashed before me. From a distance, I heard the faint voice steady call me. 24.
In hard times, force crimes out of honest man.
My life flashed before me. From a distance, I heard the faint voice steady call me. 24.
In hard times, false crimes out of honest man.
Competing primo for the streets and making emo. Tell my daughters to be in order, the world is evil. Got a righteous purpose, don't let the serpent deceive you. Delete my music from off computers, hoping it reach you. If I survive an extra day to get some extra pay, I set it up for my daughters to live like Resonate Carter. Have a barter to strengthen my resume. Feature at the feature for all the Keishas and Desirees. I would do a PSA, strictly for the people. Teach them that they regal with the original Hebrews. I would tell Trump to dry hump with a cactus. And all the black people vote when they hustling backwards. Hit the White House and do backflips. Pull clips of the Viet Congs attacking and reenacting. Had a whole industry catfish, thinking that I'm trapping, then deliver that real boom back, bitch.
My life flashed before me. From a distance I heard the fake voice that he called me. 24.
In hard times, false crimes out of honest man.
My life flashed before me. From a distance I heard the fake voice that he called me. 24.
In hard times, false crimes out of honest man.
My life flashed before me. From a distance I heard the fake voice that he called me. 24.
In hard times, false crimes out of honest man.
My life flashed before me. From a distance I heard the fake voice that he called me. 24.
In hard times, false crimes out of honest man.
Discussing the paintbrushes, speaking on a game that can't touch us, sipping on wine for great clusters. I'ma do it justice. Chip tooth error, the truth bearer. Half moon Caesar like Augustus, destructive. My pen is the extension of illustrious living, seductive women. And plush linen crowns written on my diadem. Ain't nobody seeing them. Blindfolded with the scales measuring the king of them. The king cobra, lyrical emperor, call them gangers. Slayer informer with the stainless. Back of the dome, I make it painless. The hot shish. Y'all niggas know the process and diagnostics. Honesty, the illest out the projects. Fuck the nonsense, my catalog is the analog to my progress. Mass appeal, I mastered the skill to still have the well shot. I'm in class with the ill, physical specimen. We at the precipice, better kneel when you addressing us, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt. To the death, to the death.
So he just come straight from the streets, and ain't nothing all violent like that. It's reality rap, you know what I'm saying? We just rhyming about reality straight up.
Such a pristine feeling. Loaded dirty burners for clean killings. Can still spot a fiend while I'm seen chillin'. Keep it a bean. The Twitch screens got the F being chillin'. But the bars is young Nars front the 4016 building. Cheap and grass greener than Listerine. Some Nicodemus. Bumping smoke on the block where nicotine is. Hungry for the cream. Serving things from the undies. When the whole rap scene was yelling Queens get the money. The shit that I seen with Nummy. Niggas had daddy cane fades and sprayed afro sheen in they Gumby. The road to success was bumpy, but as far as the rhyme scheme, niggas dropped 16s like they was clumsy. Yours the bubble goose, droopy jeans, scuffy boo. Outclassing these rappers like I'm the substitute. It's for the graffiti marrows throughout the Q barrel. The barbershop blocks and new apparel. No need to explain, medallion big enough to give you chest pain. And all the shooters with correct aim, word to the F train. The Gambino, be sure to see the memo coming live for where the heat be essential.
Every ghetto you gonna always catch thoroughbred athletes and people with style, you know what I'm saying? Striving for, man. Look at our projects, man, you know what I'm saying? They coming up, they watching everything we do, so if they see us being a good role model to them, that's gonna make them strive harder, you know what I'm saying? That's why we keep it here. We don't go nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So whatever we do, we gonna always bring it back to the projects and all that. This is our home, man.
Yeah, man. Cool Hand, Screwball Radio. It's your boy Comet the Man, Screwball Capo. And we here, man. Jamil
Yeah, boy.
Honesty.
Peace, man. Y'all went back.
That's
Word.
those is four heaters right there.
Appreciate that, man.
And that reptiles, man, that first joint.
Yeah.
That was ugly, man. That was ugly.
Yeah. Shout out to that's Mav. That's me, Mav, and my man Pure from out of VA. Mav is out of he's from a collective called The Cloth, which is out of Rochester, New York, upstate New York. And then and Pure's out of VA, you know what I'm saying? And that's off of the Modern Music 2 album. Reptiles, yeah.
And that production, that was your production?
Nah, that's Hobgoblin.
All four joints?
Nah. So the Reptiles joint is Hobgoblin. I think you played what else did you play? I know you played 24. 24. Rebello. Rebello, that's Holy Smokes. Holy Smokes, he's on my production team. That's off the album The Rufus Buck Project. So so you played that joint. And then 24 is produced by J.R. Swifts. And it's funny that you played that right before you played 94 Nas, which is another joint he produced, but 24 is where it all started with him and I. So if you don't have 24, then you don't get the album that we probably get ready to talk about. So that we that was the first record we did back in 2017.
Two dope bangers.
Yeah, appreciate that. And shout out to Jay Royale, who tore down the last verse on the 94 Nas joint.
Yeah, definitely.
Title alone, that was gonna be a hot joint right there. That if anything, that was the song right there that grabbed me. I'm like, hold up, the song title alone, 94 Nas, the Chiptooth era. I'm like, hold, this shit sounds like it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man. We Nas babies, man. Like me and Jay talk about Nas a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard not to talk about Nas, man. Nas is one of the greatest, if not the greatest MC. To touch this terrain, man.
Yeah, Nas.
Straight up.
Nas is definitely one of the grails of hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had
not for nothing, because shout out all my QB heads, man. And before Nas was Tragedy, Gaddafi.
Mm-hmm.
So those two brothers right there shaped a lot of hip hop. Shout out Rakim, of course, because they cut from that cloth.
Right.
The Tragedies, the Nas's, the Megas, they all cut from that Rakim cloth.
We all are.
And the MC Shans, because MC Shan, he came in the game with that smooth cadence. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about the street. It wasn't, when you think back before Shan, the rap was different. Right. It was more like the ha 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 ha's and the ha's. You know what I'm saying? And then Shan came in and he slowed it down a little bit, which opened the doors for the Canes and the Craig G's and of course the Tragedies, the Nas. Poet played a good influence on that too. But I want to say just off them four joints right there, and me personally, I feel like I slept on shit, you know what I mean? Because I never heard those joints.
Okay, got you.
And I've had my ear to the street for a very long time, and obviously I wasn't digging deep enough.
Nah, it's all good. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, them four joints, man. It's hip hop, man. It's hip hop. I love hip hop, man. And to be honest, I could hear like my brother Rashid Chappelle fucking with you, and I could hear Shabam fucking with you. Like the styles.
Yeah, shout out to Shabam, man. Shout out to Rashid too, man. Yeah, I talked to him a few times.
the styles, your styles coincide with each other, and I could just imagine what that collaboration would be like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's just the way y'all paint a picture, and like I said before, content is key to the music, and you definitely off these 4 joints I heard the content, you know, the reptiles, you know, just, you know, because we always know about the reptilians if you do and you understand what the brother's talking about, and the snakes in the grass, and the people who aren't who they say they are, and the 94 Nas, and just being able to paint that picture for the listener is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Definitely respect. Man. Yo, shout out Sydney. He's saying it's all smoke. You know, if y'all on YouTube, you know, tap in with us, you know. And we're going to give the people more, man, because we got more. But before we get into it, tell us about this new project.
Yo, Memoirs, man. Me, myself, and J.R. Swifts, man. Like I said, it all started in 2017 when we did 2 records. We did 24. We did this joint called Dice Game, and you know, ever since then we kind of like stayed in touch with each other, man. And he started, you know, kind of branching off and doing some big things. Like he got joints with Benny, he got joints with Conway, he got joints with West Side Gun. He even got a joint with what's the dude from 3-6 Mafia, you know what I'm saying? Juicy J, you know what I'm saying? So you know, he's out here making major moves or whatever. So one day he was like, yo, we need to do a project. I'm like, say less. So we recorded one record, felt good about it, and we just kept going and you know, we came up with Memoirs, man. And what Memoirs is basically is an old and we just basically paying homage to one of the things that we have in common, which is New York. You know, he's from BK originally. I'm from Staten Island originally, but we're both transplants from New York City. He's from, you know, he kind of grew up in VA. I kind of grew up in Bmore, but we always gonna be New York where we at, wherever we at. That's why we got the song Forever Nice, which you know, it spells out Forever New York City. You know what I'm saying? Or for, you know, you put it together, Forever Nice. We forever nice with the beats, with the rhymes, but wherever we go, we always gonna be New York. So that's why you got songs like that. You got songs, you know, where I'm talking about where, you know, where I grew up at in Staten Island, where I'm talking about, you know, the 94 Nas's and stuff like that, the chip tooth era where just like everything wasn't about the glitz and the glam. It was about being hungry and about bars, and you know what I'm saying? Cats was on the video with their grills all messed up, right? But they was spitting that heat and that pain, you know what I'm saying? It just paying homage to what we call the old New York, which I like to say. I read this book called Albums by Jamil Shabazz, who was a photographer from out the city. He said, "Yo, before hip hop was hip hop, or called hip hop, it was New York." You know, so and I found that to be true. I know that to be true. Just growing up in New York, you know, it is that's what it is. It's, what we call hip hop is old New York City.
Right.
So yeah, so basically, that's what that album is paying homage to. You know, the era that
it's basically paying homage to the Mecca,
to the Mecca, to the sound, to the grit, just that time, man. You know, that time where everything was just raw, man. Everything was just about the art. You know what I'm saying? Everything was about the art, whether you was doing graffiti, whether you was breaking, whether you was rhyming, you know, everybody was doing it from a place of passion and not this, you know, not capital. You know what I'm saying? So
because the capital come from, you know, the outsiders coming in and taking what was created in the streets and in the hoods and you know, and taking from them. But
Right.
at the same time, they gave the people that were signed at the time platforms to be better than what they originated at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
'Cause
Absolutely.
when you look at hip hop, excuse me, you know, in that time, the budgets weren't big budgets. The budgets was little budgets, and then to see where hip hop went, and you know, you got the millionaires that came out of music. You know, like for instance, let's go down south. Look at Master P. Look what he was able to do. You know,
Right.
look at Cash Money. Look at Bad Boy. Look at Murder Inc. Look at G Unit. You know,
Right.
look, and G Unit. G Unit came from the gutter. Wu-Tang came from the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
all these entities that came from the bottom and now, you know, are icons and people like just look at 50, right? So he went from dropping How to Rob and he was always witty with his wordplay. And then now you look at him as a TV mogul, you know, and a creator. And this allows people like you and myself to, there's always going to be something for us. As long as we keep creating, as long as we keep painting the picture, all it takes is that one person to fill your vision like M did for 50
Right.
or like, you know, I don't want to really, but like what Diddy did with Big and what Big did with Little Kim and it just goes on because all you need is that one person to believe in your vision.
Right.
And until you fulfill that vision, you know, we got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you're having fun,
Absolutely.
it's all about having fun and passing it on. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. I
I
totally
like that
agree with that.
Stampede horse polo you got on, dog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Official. You
Yeah,
know,
gotta
shout out
gotta
all
keep
my
the
low
low on.
lives out there. You know, all the low
Absolutely.
lives. You know, rest in peace to
Absolutely.
Rack Low's wife. You know what I mean? Selena Billups. You know, rest
Yeah.
in peace.
Rest in
But
peace, man.
yeah, man. Let's get into it. Let's give the people well, before we get into that, let the people know where they could go get this album.
Yo, on all DSPs, man, all digital platforms, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, whatever it is that you got, it's out there. MEMOIRS, Memoirs. Jamil Honesty, J.R. Swifts, featuring J Royale. You got Blue on there. You got Kev Brown on there. You got A1 on there. I said J Royale, right?
Yeah.
You got DJ Grasshopper. You got my man DJ Logic. And you got a young man by the name of Grio Noy is on there, man. All dope MCs, rhymes, beats, concepts, man. It's an album that I'm very proud of, man. You know what I'm saying? And it stems from albums like, you know, Word Life and Illmatic, and It Was Written, and Return of the Boom Bap, all that kind of stuff, man. Like, you know, all the albums that I grew up on, man. You know, I kind of like, you know, just kind of consolidated all of that, and here we have Memoirs, man.
Let me ask you something, because you said all DSPs, and you know, I got, you know, a lot of my prior albums are on DSPs, but I'm anti streaming.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about that. I was
You
just
know,
talking about that. Yeah.
It's so for someone like me, are there physical copies?
Well, we actually got the CDs and tapes. We just sold out of, but I'm gonna probably have some promo copies coming to me soon. So that's that's on the way, and then also we in talks now getting the vinyl press. So we have vinyl coming. So there'll be some announcements about that as well. But even I was going to say because I was talking like I was saying I was talking about that earlier about the DSPs and stuff like that. I operate out of Bandcamp as well, and a lot of people don't like that don't really deal with the DSPs. They do Bandcamp, and Bandcamp. The good thing about Bandcamp is um, a lot of the money, most of the money, a large percentage of the money goes directly to the artist. So
Yes.
if my CD is $20 or if my digital download is 15, I get majority of that $15.
Yes.
It comes directly towards the artist. So
Yeah,
if you
like
really want to if you really want to support me, go to my Jamil, go to my Bandcamp page. That's JAMIL, honesty damn, I can't even spell. Damn, HONESTY at bandcamp.com. That's Jamil Honesty at bandcamp.com. All my catalog is on there from the first album I told you about, Part of My French, all the way to the latest album that I dropped. All of that is available on that page.
Yeah, because with Bandcamp, you sell 30 copies, they keep like 2.
Right. Right.
And as far as this, if they get the digital, you keep most of that, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I don't mind breaking bread, but at the same time, I'd rather they direct through me.
Like direct to consumer,
Yeah. Holla at Jamil Honesty directly. Send him his paper through his PayPal. Let's weed out the pickpockets. You know what I'm saying? And let's help.
Get the streaming fees out of here.
Yeah, let's help the artists eat, man. Because
streets over streams.
Yeah, when you do the math and you do the knowledge to it, you got these companies that are making like I think last year Spotify brought in like I want to say like 3 billion in revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the artists and what they took home, it doesn't add up to me.
It don't add up. Yeah, right. You bring in billions and you got artists that's out here starving, man. And
yeah, like
check. Yeah.
I always say, you giving an artist 0.3% of a stream when you could give them $1. If you could give the artist $1, and think about this, do the knowledge to this, Jamil, right? Because if the artist got $1 per stream, this would make Spotify's revenue go up even higher. Because they're still gonna make more.
Mm-hmm.
We're still giving you $1. So I'd rather make $1 and get streamed 1 million times. That makes me a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then making 0.3%. And when you do the math to it, out of 1 million streams, you're looking at $900 to $1,200.
Right.
When the album itself took more to create.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you sending your kids and you generating generational wealth for people that ain't even doing the music.
Right.
And then here we are doing the music, putting our lives on these records and putting our soul into these records, yet being robbed. And most artists are happy about it because, hey, you can find my shit on Spotify.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. It's true, man.
I respect it because the streaming allows people in Japan, it allows to hear you. They might not even look for you, but they stumble on because your music might come up as sounds like. Or,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh shit, who's this now? But if you hip hop, your ear is definitely listening. You definitely checking out Sirius Satellite. You definitely checking out PF Cutting. Shout out my bro PF Cutting.
Shout out to
And
PF Cutting, yes. Day one
and
been playing my stuff, man. Shout out to him.
and all the brothers that keep the culture popping. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. And I would say, man, like, you gotta kind of like, know how to work the system, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean. You might use that platform to reach those people out in Japan or in Germany or whatever. But you pay attention to those analytics, like you said, eventually you could start, direct to consumer those areas. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, I'm gonna start. When I push something, I'm gonna push it directly to them, but I'm not gonna use DistroKid or these other, platforms, Spotify, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
can
my new album
directly.
just dropped November
Mm-hmm.
11th.
Mm.
And it's just out of my distributor.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear it nowhere else unless I drop the video. You know,
Mm.
you know what I'm
Gotta do it
saying.
now.
So I'm on a different wave with it because I'm tired of people in my pocket. I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of the barefaced robbery. You know, because
Shout out to
know,
Dirt Platoon.
yeah, you uploading your shit,
Yeah,
and they're really the ones eating off the shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
Like
true.
you got to really work the album in order to get a couple streams, and this is why people have their bots, right? So
Right.
you have people that have, and this happened to me, and I didn't even do none of that shit. Like I don't fake no streams, and they took my album down because they felt like it was flagged. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's a
And
dirty game.
Yeah, it's a dirty game. Absolutely.
and I didn't do anything, so I had to go back and forth with them, and then they saw that they was in the wrong, and then they put my album back up, right? But then I'm
Wow.
telling them like y'all took my album down when people listen to my album. So now my album's been off for a month, and now y'all put it back on. Just think about what I lost in that month,
Mm.
because now people can't listen to it because it's not up.
And that hit, and momentum is vital because everything is about timing in this game. And sometimes it's like especially when you're putting the visual out, and then they
Right.
just take the album down, and now you can't really build off that momentum.
Right. Yeah. That's
Everything is about
unfortunate.
momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
but at the end of the day, you just gotta rewire shit and give it back to the people.
Right.
Let the people decide, and let the people go out and purchase. So on that note, go out, Jamil Honesty at Bandcamp.com. Go cop his whole catalog, man. Go cop that shit.
Yeah,
Dope
man.
music.
It's rider music, man. That shit's rider music. Last 4 joints I heard, and these are his old joints. So imagine
Mm-hmm.
what his new joints sound like, man.
Right.
So to everybody out there listening, man, go run his numbers up, man. And if you streaming him, go stream those motherfucking numbers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People
Yeah.
deserve to eat and not get robbed. So let's do it, man. Let's take him on the next ride on the memoirs. J.R. Swift, Jamil Honesty.
Yes,
Absolutely,
sir.
right here, man. And this joint here is from the new album called Forever Nice. We're gonna put that one on there. Big shout out to J.R. Swift. He produced the cut up there, I believe, to my
Yeah.
knowledge.
Absolutely. 100%.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play that joint, and we're gonna end it with this other joint that's with your artist for. It's called Rock versus Andre.
Yeah, Stacks 410. Yeah, Natty Bo coming out soon, man.
So hit the
Shout out to him.
people, hit everybody with your platforms where they could reach you at. The Instagrams, your Facebook, your X, wherever they could catch you. That way they could come holler at you and buy his albums, man. Stop fucking around.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Look, so on everything, man, Jamil Honesty, JAMIL_honesty, HONESTY. That's on everything. Mostly though, I'm on Instagram. So you can catch me on Instagram if you You know, if you're looking for beats, if you need verses, if you want to check out, you can hit me in a DM. You know, serious inquiries only. You know what I'm saying? You got to be serious. But anyway, I mean, my catalog, my whole catalog is on Bandcamp. You know, like I said, from my first album, mixtapes, beat tapes, instrumental albums, everything is on Bandcamp. Jamil Honesty at bandcamp.com. A large amount of my catalog is on all DSPs. You know, just type in Jamil Honesty. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Run up the numbers, buy the album. Memoirs is out right now. He's about to play my artist Stacks 410, Black House Records, Natty Bo. He's phenomenal MC. So I'm looking forward for that, for y'all to hear that, man. Produced by 88 Bless. And it's this new joint you about to play, well, it's not new, but from the Memoirs album, Forever Nice, was produced by J.R. Swiss, man.
Let's go. Go cop those albums. Stop playing.
Now.
Cop 10 of them. Cop 20 of them. Give them to your people.
Nice check. I hit the stage like Ella, fits the spit stellar rhyme teller, combined with the mind of a prime El Hodge fella from the struggle that bubbled amongst devils written gems that'll stick to your skin like Paul Metal. Yo, ghetto kids, I don't think it's settling what ghetto is. Hip hop culture where the vultures and the pedals live. No Diddy, I be dropping emeralds in Yo City, Yo Millie, cooking, warm the oven up to 450, food prepping, tailoring the mood like a groove session, music tune, soothe it to the room, got them two-stepping. Treat the stew like a delicatessen, no baloney. Cold cuts only when grass in my presence. Yo, my pen is the Excalibur sword. I'm King Arthur, dream sparkle with a dart to your heart. Supreme archer. See, I could try to haunt you with vocals like I was Voorhees or Aubrey. Speaking to Tupac, K did him awfully. Of course, the Mount Rushmore will on the door sweet. Forever, New York is the force be. Forever nice. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever ever. Forever. Forever ever. Forever. Hey yo, escapism. My art is the vehicle to send them. The changing of the guard shifted once the bars lifted. That's a bar mitzvah. The guard's ascension to a GOAT status. I'm hardly mentioned, but I toast rappers. Most rappers don't have it. The potency of vocal poetry. Hey, Miller's one of the illest coming out of Poe's grave. Life is crazy, got me pulling out my own graves. Stick to them old days, giving you my old age. It's all about progression, no. Hitman professional. Skip Fan Miller's the it man. No one can test the flow. Drop on the gram, I got him clicking like a metronome. The feeling of the drums, chest bone with the stethoscope. I'm a healer. Every line is given to the illest level of lyrics. We don't click cause I don't gel with your spirit. Period. I'm at the top of the food pyramid. Apex predator, say less record, you're serious. I've been inches from the sun, shining ramen in the lunchroom, pencil in the drums. I was in it going done. Celestial body risen from the slums. Honestly, I embody the type of fix to get you sprung. Hey, yo, forever, forever ever, forever ever, forever, forever ever, forever, hey, yo, forever, forever ever. Forever ever, forever, forever ever, forever, and then forever, forever ever, forever ever, forever, forever ever, forever, and then forever, forever ever, forever ever, forever, forever ever, forever, forever nice.
This was a nice neighborhood, man. Yeah, it was a nice neighborhood. It's always been a nice neighborhood. Yo, I hear what you're saying, brother. But I'm a businessman, you know what I mean? Business.
We can be like Rock and Joey and Rock and Andre. We can clean up trash and push the rocks the hard way. Kids is killers, I done seen them blowing in broad day. Misguided, no education, go on the wrong way. Radio tell them do whatever and what the song say. Used to have an OG, an uncle, and 2 senseis. Tracks on a young girl's arms like pin relays. Young kings don't see their father, they see the DAs. Too many naming like mothers and clone rebays. Murder didn't get followed, the murder posted the replay. Quotes for the crime in the city really be cliche. Old queens tired of raunchy, ratchet, and risque. Survival of the fittest, the dreams listed in this place. Still beautiful and I'm only living in one place. Change gonna come in and steady moving at one pace. Charles Dutton showed you the corner and this is home base.
Rich man. What you doing up in here, man? Can't be for a haircut.
Hey, look, Andre, check. The city split in two. The grimy and the rich is obvious to split. Young niggas pitching the Babe Ruth shots and Mar Diamond. Story in today's news when they shoot. Drum hitters top rhyming, Ray Chew. I need a band to expand, cause niggas hate you. For every verse that I land, you can't escape truth. Harm many shards in the ghetto. Broken Charm City, body counts killing me soft, nigga. Salam Remy, barrage of bullets ring on the block. Alarm plenty, bystanders, but my standards better be war ready, already. Fentanyl got him bent, it's your celly. Take a pic, 4K Resi, we all petty. Throwing on the gram. OG stories, he was supposed to be the man with the coca leaf in hands. Dog face mange. How you on the bus with the dark Beijing? Don't want your gray scene. Cover the wisdom, you know the regime. Under Armour ski, scheming is an all-day team, man. Selling us a sativa and a horse for the income. We the warriors crushing the walls of the kingdom. Touchdown and hear the fight song of the king's song. Baltimore, where the king's from. Dummy.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this ever since you moved. No, I don't think you want to find one of these loved ones of yours in one of those garbage cans you pick.
If you ever so much as look in that direction, I'll run down on you and I'll break your back.
Don't hurt him, son.
Now you know how crazy I am. Now you know how crazy I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a new joint right there. Andre versus Rock.
Rock versus Andre, yes sir. Stacks 410, produced by 88 Bless, Black House Records, featuring Jamil Honesty, which is myself. You know what I mean?
It's official, man.
Yes,
Official.
sir.
You got more cuts off of that, E?
Let me see right here. We got one more we're going to give them right here. This one here is titled Summer 90s.
Oh.
This is off the new album.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to give y'all that. And when we come back, we're going to give y'all the, we're going to close it up. Thank you, everybody, once again for joining us, man, showing love to us throughout the whole year. We're going to keep it live and direct for y'all. So, yeah, this joint here is Summer 90s.
Summer 90s.
What? We'll be right back shortly.
Let's go.
Haha. Check. Yo. Summertime in the back of the class, I was jotting them 16s, that immaculate math. I was figuring Christine, we would crack up a laugh. Had to smell if the shit's clean, then I wrap up a smash after school. Grab the rubber that was packed in the stash. If my mother knew it, discovered that's the crack of my ass, man. I hate a fool, a jigaboo, don't have to be black. Had to cut Christine, she was acting irrational. Back with Diggable Planet was rapping the jazz, I would sit back, read the cap and snap all the facts. Lost civilizations that had to be black Jews. Try to pass Jews to my man, told me cash rules. Needless to say, he was hit in broad day through a chick. He called, they had him blitzed in the hallway. Damn, only way out of the jam is the law break. Either that or graduate and go to All-State, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, back to the essence. Yo, I remember way back in the days, fuck. The shit made me, man. I remember way back in the days. It made me who I am today, man. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, MC, all that.
Check, lost in the sauce, I was rapping the raw breaks, crafting my lost tapes, happened in 4 takes. Kyle, he was sick with the drum patterns, he was out of this world like from Saturn. I was gathering knowledge from out of East Madison. If slavery was abolished, then why we still captives then? Cuban links chain, you would think game was given by the release, purple tape, boot chain. Yo, knockout artist footwork was Luke King intro with rock bells, knock you out of your loose change. Bamboo earrings spelling the names of boot gangs. She shaped like Coke bottles, the motto was to exchange numbers. Hip hop, the two became lovers, and what became others, another story to cover. I love her. 35 years to discover, there never be another word to mother.
It's like 92, man. 92 when I started jotting and shit. You know what I mean? I remember being in my room, man, writing shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be nice, man. Talking my shit. Yeah. Yo. Before we get out this motherfucker, man, I like to give credence and honor to the places I grew up in, you know what I mean? S-I-N-Y, West Brighton, man, it's Harbor Projects, Lockman Ave, can't forget the 410, B-More, East Side, West Side, Brooklyn, VA, yo, forever nice, nigga. Mel and J.R. Swift's memoirs,
Yeah, Screwball Radio, live from the Matrix, the Jamil Honesty Hour Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What we do, man, we give it up to the dope ones that's out here putting in that work.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man, for having me on y'all platform, for real.
Of course, man. You know, one thing we do over here is we listen. You know, it ain't about the paper. It's about the craft. It's about love for the culture, and giving brothers like yourself y'all flowers while y'all still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
And spreading your gospel, because this is your gospel. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like I said, you got to give respect where respect is due. So I salute you, and for myself and everybody, Screwball Radio, you know, keep grinding, man, keep shining, man. You know,
Absolutely.
every day is a better day for you, and just give the people what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like EPMD said, man, you gotta give the people what they want.
Absolutely, man.
And that's the reality and the love of the art, you know.
Right.
That's what, you know, outside of America, overseas, they love the culture.
Yeah.
They love everything about the real hip hop. Not none of the trap music. I mean, they still, you know, there's still book they artists out there that do trap music and all that. But when it comes to New York hip hop, they love that shit over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So they the #1 supporters. Shout out to France. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to the UK. You know, Poland, Switzerland, Russia, Japan, China, all these places, man. They love hip hop, man.
Brussels, you know.
Yeah,
Germany,
for sure. You
man,
know,
all over, man. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
And you just keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep shining, man.
And you do the same, brothers. You do the same,
definitely,
man.
No doubt,
definitely.
man.
So on that note, E, we coming to an end, live from the Matrix, Screwball Radio. Shout out all my screws out there. Shout out the whole Infamous. Shout out the good brother Jamil Honesty. You know what I'm saying? And go get his album, man, Memoirs. Shout out J.R. Swift. Let's go, E.
Support. Yeah, we up out of here. Same screw time, same screw channel. Next Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
So on that note, we'll see y'all then.
All right.
Let's go. Wuhan, Jamil Honesty, peace, brother.
Salute, peace, man.
Middle finger in all caps, double L in all caps. Screwball, I rep that shit in all caps. No cap, get clapped for that bullshit you rap. I'ma bring the motherfucking doom back. I'm underground where the truth at. Straight out the dungeons of rap. Keep it strapped and hear that gun clap. I'ma get mines ASAP. Don't fall for the booby trap. Put two in your doobie rap. Puffin' on the Scooby snack hoodie with the doom mask. You don't wanna clash with the Titans. New York Giant, you feel it in the climate. The mad villain, they dying from violence. Is you living or is you surviving? Bitches is conniving, plotting on the guard arriving. Sun stays shining, even in the darkness. Watch a fifth spark, going off like Bismarck. Make sure you say my name in all caps. Comment the mad villain.